everybody, welcome to Area 51 Raceway. It has been a while since I've done a video, and what I want to do a video on is the Fly 917K car itself. Dave, Harry, and myself have been, how would you say, developing a chassis for about a month and a half, almost two, maybe less, and to try and get it to work on this car, so this way you could have an alternative here in the U.S. to purchase something like this and put it on your fly car. I know there's companies in Europe that do it, and not saying ours is better, but we wanted to do something here so you wouldn't have to worry about dealing with overseas charges or something like that. More into the United States or North America, it'll be easier to ship through the states itself, because it's just cheaper. So if we produce it here, it'll make it an alternative for other people to purchase stuff, so they have to just always buy in Europe, and that's why we're doing this. And we're also doing it to bring something else to the hobby, because a lot of people have a lot of these fly cars, and Fly is a company. When it came out, it made beautiful models, and they're basically beautiful static models, because we know the chassis are all garbage. And Harry's done several articles and videos, and I'm sure everybody else has, on how to modify the existing chassis that comes with the car to fix all those inadequacies. But you know what? It's 2026. We have 3D printing, and 3D printing gives us a lot of alternatives to fill in that gap without having to deal with all that. But if it's something you like to do, then then keep doing it. But if you want an alternative to where you could just get a chassis and just buy a motor and transfer your wheels and axles and whatnot, and gears that you already modified on it. Obviously, the gears that came with bubblegum gears didn't work very well on the Fly chassis, so you can just put everything on this chassis and you have yourself a good running fly car. Now, I'm not going to say it's better than the NSR or anything like that, but it will be adequate enough to run it around the track and give it some good laps and have fun with it. Because again, the Fly car really has some beautiful looking cars, and they've always been a company that does great presentations. And I'm going to show you something that I have that that was given to me. It's a Fly box, and the way they present it with all the history, they look great. But once you get them on the track, the wheels are flopping around and the gears come apart, and then you're kind of disappointed at this point. So with 3D printing, and of course with 3A 3D, we're going to offer a chassis that'll be the first one for the 917K, and I'll throw in some wheel inserts as well, the correct Porsche wheel inserts. I could print those up and put those in the kit. It'll come with the hardware, the bushings, the 4 grub screws, the motor, the motor screws, and well, that's about it basically. And then the chassis itself with the pod, and then the wheel inserts. So you could use it for the 917 specifically, because they have a typical wheel that they always use on every one of them, unless you're going to put something else on them. But it's something to have as an alternative, because you could buy a set of BMS Slotworks insert wheels, and you don't have to spend a lot of money on buying an actual staff wheel or something that's more designed that costs more money. So just an alternative. So I'm going to show you what we have with the chassis. I'm going to go downstairs and use my phone, and I'm going to show you what we are here at the work area. And this is the 917K from Fly. As you can see, it fits in the mounting holes where it should be, and it has a floating pod there. So all I'm going to do is take the body off, and I'm going to show you the inside of the chassis. So this is what we got here, and this pod is functional. There's nylocks in here. Right now I have it tight because that's where it works best. Again, you can make your adjustments and tune it yourself. It'll take any guide flag. You don't have to have a slot invasion one. This is a slotted deep wood guide, so you could put either the slot invasion one, the NSR style one, or the slotted one, or any other guide should work in here. And if you need to bore the hole a little, you can, just to fit specific guides you want to put on there. But as you can see, it has the little loops to run the wire, so it makes the wires run out neatly. This is expanded to accommodate the interior, so the driver's feet don't hit anything. And then the posts are moved out, so this way it doesn't contact with these. And that's to bring the car lower in the front. So that's as low as we could get it. Now if you want to modify it yourself, you can, you know, trim the post a little, but we left it to where you don't have to do that. And it does pretty good where it sits also. But again, it's up to the user what they want to do, and modifications on their body themselves. And you can see here's the all the little structure which I need to glue here because some of it's coming off. And you can see the pod doesn't interfere with this at all. And the chassis moves around and floats, so it doesn't have an issue. And we've kept all the bits in here because we didn't want to cut the driver's feet. We talked about that. If we couldn't get this to work, they would have to cut the feet because the feet was hitting the chassis on the earlier version, and then the posts for the pillars were kind of hitting this, and it wasn't causing the body to go down completely down like we wanted it to. But again, you don't have to cut anything. It's just basically just put it on there, and you know, you're good to go. I didn't remove the caps for the screws during the printing, and I could do that. Those will be gone when you order this. I just didn't take them out, and they just pop right out like that. That's the building material, and those come off just like that. And I got stuff all over the place now, but you get the idea. That's basically what this is, and it sits on there nicely, doesn't interfere with anything, and it's a good alternative. And it's nice to have a floating pod on a you know, fly car. Obviously, the nylocks will be in here, and when the car is shipped to you, it'll have the hardware for this right in there. As you can see, there's your float. If you want it to float, it does work. The hardware that comes with it, I'll include the wheel inserts, the 2 motor screws, which one just fell in there, 4 grub screws, the 4 pod screws, and then the 2 bushings for your axles, and 3/32 axles. Those are 3/16 bushings. And again, it's just something to offer it as an alternative as I dump everything over. Got to flip this over, just get the parts out of the little gaps here. But that's what comes with the hardware. You know, all in the hardware, and I'm going to include the wheel inserts for the Porsche. So you can see I had to size these because these are old CB design wheels, so this doesn't fit in this one, but it fits in this one. On the BMS Slotworks, I have to size them down a little because that's what they'll be made for. And they should fit in any 15x8 wheel. They'll just be a little bit tighter or a little bit loose on a different type of style of 15x8 wheel if you order like a other company. But the BMS Slotworks one is what we're slicing it for, the wheel inserts. But as you see, I painted this as a marker and put a chrome marker pen on there, and I painted them blue because I have any black, and as you stick them in there, it looks pretty good. And there's the car right there. Everything clears. You don't have no issues. You can see it's nice and free. The wheels don't interfere. There's plenty of room. This is a 15x8 wheel. I mean, you could go larger if you want, or however you want to. But you got to remember you're going to hit here. So 15x8 seems the best alternative. These are rubber tires from Slotted that I have on here. I have no urethanes. These are regular rubber tires up here that I had lying around that I put on the wheels. I've had this car for a while in the drawer. The motor broke on it, so I just kind of shoved it in the drawer, and then when Harry and Dave came up talking about this, I happen to have the body, obviously, and it's this is what it is right now. So it's a great alternative. We'll throw it on the track, and you can see it run and see how much of an improvement it is. And
it's the music that we choose. 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 The world is spinning too fast. I'm fine that Nike shoes to keep myself tethered to the days I tried to lose. My mama said to slow down, you must make your own shoes. Stop dancing to the music, I've got gorillas in a happy mood. Keep my groove on. It's the music that we choose. 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 It's the music that we choose.
You go, get the cool to shine.
jungle, watching a fake betrayal. Caught up in the conflict between his brain and his tail. And if time's elimination, then we got nothing to lose. Please repeat the message, it's the music that we choose. Keep on our groove on. It's the music that we choose. 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 It's the music that we choose.
Get the cool, get the cool to shine. Get the cool to shine. Get the cool to shine. Get the cool to shine.
Day to the bump, day to the bump, day to the bump, day to the bump. It's the music that we found. It's the music that we found. It's the